Shalom. I like to give all praises, glory, and honors to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. I like to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace, salutations, and blessings to the elect who firmly believe on Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai. Now, the title of this lesson is simply going to be entitled Judas. Now, first and foremost, the inspiration of this lesson, comes from Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai. And secondarily, it hit me, well, it been hit me, however, I was meditating upon it, early in the day, earlier in the week. And what brothers got to understand, and what brothers got to realize is that you have your own particular Judas within your life, and reason why I say that, because us brothers in this faith, walking in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, we possess knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, information that is very powerful, that is extremely weighty, and not everybody in this world can receive it. This word cannot be consumed. It does the consumption. And there's particular individuals out there that fear the message that we possess, right? And for the simple fact that they fear the message in which we possess, what the elites of this society is going to do, under the feds, they're going to weaken, they're going to tempt, they're going to buy out certain individuals that are close to you, to whether see what your lifestyle is like. They want to know what's actually going on in your mind. Do you actually fear these devils? Or are you going to remain firm in your Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai when all hell breaks loose in the society? Like, they really want to know the wits about you. Now, they may listen to our phone conversations. They may listen to when you're on your regular conversations while you're amongst the brotherhood, whether y'all dwelling in a crib, or on the outskirts, or whatever the case may be. They could be ear hustling in any type of fashion. Hell, they could be sending a device through your window, picking up on the words and the speech that you use. Hell, they could be listening, having a device towards my window, listening to me doing this lesson. They already listening through the phones. They could be listening through your TV, because these devils, these Edomites, want to get to know you, and they can also, buy out individuals that are in your particular circle to get to know you, to get close to you. I'm gonna go out and say there's a Judas in every camp. There could be a particular Judas within every camp, if it be the Lord's will. I'm not saying that to, shake brothers up. I'm not saying that to you looking at brothers funny and you're looking at brothers different. No, that's not the purpose. But the point of me saying that is for you to pay attention. It's for you to be on point. Expect the unexpected. Yahushua was on a very high level, so where he knew what Judas' purposes was. But the Apostle Peter didn't know. John didn't know. Thomas didn't know. Andrew didn't know. The disciples didn't actually know who was going to betray the Lord. Now, we're not dealing on that vibration as Yahushua to where we can just pinpoint, who's really with the Lord and who's going to betray brothers and the Lord. You know what I'm saying? The time is going to manifest within itself. We just have to hope and pray that we're not following in the stead of Judas. We got to make sure that through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, that we remain firm in our believing and our faith in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Right? Because the stead of Judas is nothing pretty. Those are footsteps you do not want to follow. Those are footsteps that you do not want to follow, because it didn't end well for Judas. He was so fucked up in what he did, fucked around and hung himself. You know? And this lesson is going to get into, the vengeance that Yahushua has for those who follow, well, for Judas first and foremost, but those who also follow in his stead, which are fallout boys, because when you fall out, you betray the Lord. These federal agents that infiltrate camps, you're also following in the stead of Judas. You got people out there that's willing to take a bag and compromise their integrity than to follow the Lord, man. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua is going to destroy you niggas. I have a great disdain for you niggas, man. I got great hatred for you niggas, man. Your Judas may come in the form of a woman. Well, let's call it Delilah. For you brothers out there that got these women, stop telling your women everything. I advise brothers not to even tell your women about this truth, because this truth is your strength. This truth is your stronghold. What happened to Samson once he told his woman where his strength lied? That became the weakness. So you never want to give these women leverage over you. Separate the two. Don't let the left hand know what your right hand doing. But let's get into the lesson. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 26. I'm going to start at verse 14. It says, Then one of the 12, called Judas Iscariot, went unto the chief priests, and said unto them, What will ye give me? And I will deliver him unto you. You see? That's a nigga with no integrity, man. They got this new situation with, Nipsey Hussle. I believe that was a government hit. I was also watching this interview, a few days ago about an FBI informant. He revealed a lot of information, but, one particular thing that he said was how these feds like to move is they like to, handpick certain people who look familiar, like who are familiar to you. They may be, strolling in your neighborhood. They could be a part of your camp, whatever the case may be. They could be standing across from you for months, even a year, until they cross over, but they want to know what's in it for them. A lot of times the FBI or police or whatever the case may be, these people working for these elites, they like to handpick certain people who are already in a jam. They could be facing prison time, or they could be facing death. And their only alternative is to infiltrate, this truth in order for them to have a sense of freedom, or some money. So even with the Nipsey Hussle situation, here it is, the particular guy who killed him was also a part of his, his gang, the Rolling 60s Crip, And I believe, there are other pieces to the puzzle that were a part of his set that actually got him killed off, but allegedly, but applying it to this truth, these devils are definitely going to use familiar faces to get close to you. So it's a matter of being on point, more so having faith in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Just expect it to come. That's the mind frame you got to have. Expect it to come. It says, and said unto them, What will ye give me? And I will deliver him unto you. So here it is. Judas was looking for a reward to deliver Yahushua unto the Romans. It says, and they covenanted with him 30 pieces of silver. And from that time, he saw opportunity to betray him. Now, the first day of the feast, and that's what it is, opportunity, man. These these agents, who work for these elites, all they doing is looking for opportunity. Opportunity. And one thing about these elites, if the opportunity ain't there, they're going to create one. That's why you gotta have vision. You gotta be spiritually inclined, man. We dealing with a very high vibration, which is this truth, you know, which is this truth. You know what I'm saying? What's going to happen is going to happen. You know what I'm saying? What's going to happen is going to happen. But the point is to always be on point. If you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. It says, now the first day of the Feast of Unleavened Bread, the disciples came to Yahushua, saying unto him, where wilt thou that we prepare for thee to eat the Passover? And he said, go into the city to such a man and say unto him, the master saith, my time is at hand. I will keep the Passover at thy house with my disciples. And the disciples did as Yahushua had appointed them, and they made ready the Passover. Now when the evening was come, he sat down with the 12. And as they did eat, he said, verily I say unto you, that one of you shall betray me. And they were exceedingly sorrowful, and began every one of them to say unto him, Lord, is it I? And he answered and said, he that dippeth his hand with me in the dish, the same shall betray me. The Son of Man goeth as it is written of him. But woe unto that man by whom the Son of Man is betrayed. Like I said, whatever's going to happen is going to happen. It's already written out. It's laid out. We're waiting for it to be played out. But destruction is going to come to that individual who betrays one of these little ones. Lord willing, we be up the hope for elect. Whoever attempts and does betray, first and foremost, Yahushua, secondarily, the brothers, it's going to be great destruction for them. Great destruction. That's why you're not supposed to fear man, because when you fear man, you're liable to do anything that he tells you to do, which is these elites, these Edomites, the feds. Fuck them all. Fuck them all. Because why? We got the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua resting upon us. And we pray that he keeps that strength instilled within us until he placed those crowns upon our heads and then some. It says, but woe unto that man by whom the Son of Man is betrayed. It had been good for that man if he had not been born. So you can only imagine the destruction that's going to come upon you in that day, man. You can only imagine. You can only imagine the turmoil, the pain, the agony that Yahushua is going to put you through for betraying him, for turning your back upon him, for attempting to line up his men, setting up his men, and giving them to the authorities, just so you can get it out of a jam, just so you can live deliciously for seconds of this cesspool of a kingdom. You know what we call you? Crabs, man. Y'all ain't nothing but crabs. Because all you doing is pulling down to come up out of a situation. And Yahushua is going to destroy you for that. For you Judases out there. It says, then Judas, which betrayed him, answered and said, Master, is it as I? He said unto him, thou hast said. So, the Lord can have the spirit upon certain brothers to actually see through individuals, man. This truth is heavy. This truth is very spiritual. And the spirit of conviction always reveal those who are in the wrong. Always. Always. Next scripture. John chapter 15, verse 20. It says, remember the word that I said unto you, the servant is not greater than his Lord. If they have persecuted me, they will also persecute you. So what? We are the servant and we're not greater than the master. So Yahushua got betrayed. So what should we expect? We should expect to get betrayed. And betrayal only comes in the fashion of people you know and deem yourself close to. You know, you could have shared drinks with this person. You could have shared laughter with this person. You could have shared, tribulation with this person. You never know what shape, form, and fashion that betrayal is going to come. And we got to have it in our mind that, hey, look, betrayal hurts, man. Betrayal hurts, when you don't see it coming. Even when you do see it coming, the betrayal hurts. But guess what spirit we got to be in when that betrayal comes? We got to be in the spirit of fierceness. We got to be in the spirit of fortitude. We got to be in the spirit of integrity. We got to be in the spirit of humility. Because what Yahushua say, what the Lord say, wait ye upon me until I rise up to the prey. So we got to eat that. We got to take it, because the Lord is going to grant us revenge after he receives his. So remember the word that I said unto you, the servant is not greater than his Lord. If they have persecuted me, they will also persecute you. If they have kept my saying, they will keep yours also. But all these things they do unto you for my name's sake, because they know not him that sent me. They don't know Yahweh. If I had not come and spoken unto them, they had not had sin. But now they have no cloak for their sin. There's no cloak for them, man. Because we brought them the truth. We brought them the truth. So a lot of you individuals who drew back, matter of fact, let me get that scripture. For all you individuals who draw back, Yahweh Shai got you niggas, man. Hebrews chapter 10 verse, I'll start at 37. For yet a little while, and he that shall come will come, and will not tarry. Now the just shall live by faith. But if any man draw back, my soul shall have no pleasure in him. Judas drew back, man. The guys that every brother once camped with that are no longer continue camping with him, they drew back, man. I call them Fallout Boys. So the Lord has no pleasure in them. Of course, we got to be at peace with all men, as the scriptures say. But we know the certain individuals who's not walking that walk with you, the Lord has no pleasure in them. The Lord is not pleased upon them. It's only a matter of time before the Lord moves on them. And guess when the Lord is going to move on them? When they feel secure. When they feel like everything is going just right. That's when the Lord moves on them. That's the nature of the Lord. It says, now the just shall live by faith. But if any man draw back, my soul shall have no pleasure in him. But we are not of them who draw back unto perdition. That's right. We of the hopeful elect are not following those footsteps of Judas. We following in the footsteps of Yahushua. The Apostle Paul, Jeremiah, Ezekiel, Isaiah, the Apostle Paul, Timothy, the Apostle Peter, John, Thomas. We following in the footsteps of the elect. The spirit of the prophet is subject unto the prophet, man. But we are not of them who draw back unto perdition, but of them that believe to the saving of the soul. Because we all want to be delivered, man. Hey, man, brothers is just waiting and waiting for this captivity to be over, to go through Jacob's trouble, and to start reigning upon the thrones. Having many mansions, being perfect, as Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua promised us. We waiting on it, man. So in the meantime, what we got to do, we got to work. We got to put in this pain, and pray that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua have mercy upon us. And when that Judas gets revealed unto you, remain strong, remain firm, remain rooted, Keep your head high and keep your faith strong in Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. You know, don't worry about the mishaps and the letdowns. Focus on the kingdom of heaven. Because Romans 8:18 tells us, for the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared to the glory which shall be revealed in us. Stay strong, Akim, because that time is coming. So where betrayal is going to attempt to cut deep, man. But that's what this battle is about. That's what soldiering up is about. You know, it's all a part of your test. You know, it's all about your faith being tested at the end of the day. It's going to come in many forms and fashion as these latter days come upon us. So keep that in mind, man, while your head is held high, because the Lord said, look up, for your salvation draweth near. You know, so with that, I like to give all praises, glory, and honors to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. I like to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace, salutations, and blessings to the elect. Shalom.